Okay. I think I figured it out now. I had a lot of audio issues going on. But let me know if y'all boys can hear me now. No, y'all can hear me now. Okay, so I think the live is up and running again. My bad, y'all. Hopefully the audio is better. I made a couple changes, made a few fixes. What's up, G? How's the audio now? Is it any better? Yeah, cool, perfect. Appreciate you. So right now I'm looking at gold. Oil didn't look very nice at all. Oil's been sitting here for like the past hour, so we'll just come back to that later. But yeah, this would have gave a nice 1 to 3 if I was able to catch this. Just take it up to this high. Then that would have been 1 to 4. But yeah, but oil's not doing anything, so we're just gonna look at gold. And generally, I'm not gonna say my streams. This is my first like live trading stream, but usually I don't trade past 11 o'clock Central Time. A lot of the times I'm usually done before then, but hopefully I can be done within the next hour. So I'm not trying to be on the computer for too long. But you know how that goes. So this high hasn't been broken right here. This one right here. So I'm gonna be cautious of that. Now if this gets broken, then I'll be like, okay, and we're probably looking to continue higher. But right now it's like, okay, price is kind of rejecting off of this 4-hour resistance. So we'll just kind of see what happens. We have to wait. And that's the best thing about trading. When you get to the point of your trading, when it gets boring, you're doing something right. So all these lows being broken, we'll see. It's just that there's a 4-hour support here that, that's being validated. So I can't just enter a short immediately and expect it to just keep going. I just have to kind of wait for some confirmations. So for instance, I don't like none of this. And I use the Fibonacci from time to time. So price is in the golden zone. But I don't take entries off of my Fibonacci or anything. I just kind of use it to kind of give me an idea of where price might want to pull back to. And it looks like it's rejecting nicely. See, now if I was like a true discretionary trader and like didn't really have a strategy, I would enter right here. I'm not gonna lie. But this isn't necessarily part of my strategy, so I can't say that I know this is gonna work because I haven't really back tested it for real. But if I was just a pure discretionary trader, I'd just enter like this. And probably just either take it down to this low or take it down to 25%. we'll see what happens. I mean, okay, cool. I think I know what the issue was, so I went ahead and fixed it. How's the? It's not the audio isn't too loud or anything, is it? He said no live. I'm live right now. I had to reply to a comment. My bad, Joe. What's up, G? Yeah, I just replied to your comment on the other video. I was just letting you know that I was live earlier, but I had to restart it because my audio was fucked up. But I got that all taken care of, I think. I think y'all said it was good. Okay, cool. But yeah, so right now I'm looking at oil and gold. Oil ain't doing shit. Oil is moving sideways like a barcode right now. It's been like this for like the last hour. Gold looks like it's making some moves, but nothing for me right now. Like on the lower time frame, looks like it's moving in a downtrend at the moment. I appreciate you, G. I need to make sure I'm saying y'all's names correctly, so I'm gonna just call you Zai, Z-Y, Zai. But yeah, y'all, I'm trading live right now. I'm just waiting for a setup to fall in my lap. I'm not gonna chase anything. Oh yeah, so let me show you guys my Lucid dashboard because this is pretty important for y'all to see. All right. So I have 3 funded accounts. I think you guys, if you guys have been following me, you guys kind of know that by now. So I'm just gonna show you guys one account, but I have 3 that look pretty much the same. So if you can see, I am 4 days away from a payout, but of course I don't have any profit. I need to get out of drawdown, and then my buffer right here is clapped to hell. So basically, I have like what $471 before I blow my account. So I'm gonna be sizing down on these trades. I'm gonna size down like a motherfucker, maybe $100 or less, and then try to go for like a 1 and 2, 1 and 3 base hit, and then just try to move on to the next day. But yeah, I am 4 days away from a payout, so I don't know. I just have a really good feeling about today, bro. I have a good feeling that we're gonna make hella money today, probably like 2 bands. Trying to see like 2 bands today. No expectations. I'm not forcing anything, but I'm trying to see at least about 2 bands today. Being on evaluation with 1300, should I wait for CPI full board? Or should I just trade normally, more patient and more? I say with the evaluation, okay. See, because I'm not a with my content creation and just the message that I try to push to traders in general, and the message I try to push to myself as well is, I mean, take it slow. Even if you check my Instagram profile, I don't call myself Mr. Slowdown. So I wouldn't advise you to full port CPI, but it is an evaluation, and it just depends on your level of risk tolerance. If you feel like you're okay with that level of risk, and if you blow it in that second, in that moment, and you're okay with it, then go for it. You're an individual, and do what you feel is best for you. Me, I wouldn't, but it just depends on my situation. Like if I already have funded accounts making money, and I have some evaluations, then my level of risk tolerance will change. I wouldn't mind full porting some CPAs on evals. I wouldn't mind it. But it just depends on where you are. If you already have your funded accounts and you're already going strong, go for it. You know? But if you're still trying to find some success in day trading, you might as well just trade it normally so you can really get into a rhythm of how you want to be as a day trader. That's what I always preach. Preach how you want to trade for the next 5-10 years. Because unless you plan on full porting CPIs every month for the rest of your life. What do you trade? NQ? I just trade oil and gold right now. Now I do look at NQ and oh crap, I clicked on the wrong button. Now I do occasionally click on check on NQ. I check NQ, MES, and lately YM, US 30. I took one trade on that and lost, but if you know anything about US 30, man, I got clapped. So this is YM right now. This is US 30. Yeah, this is what I got clapped on, I think, last week. One micro. This was a $400. This was like a $475 stop loss with one micro. So I told myself I'm not doing that again, unless I'm like feeling really risky. Like there might be some days out the week when I feel super risky, and then I'll just go ahead and, you know, do some calculated risky shit. But come on, man. I do want to go back to NQ and see what NQ doing though. Okay. But I also don't want to keep moving my charts around. I don't want to confuse anybody. But damn, NQ looking kind of good though. Looks like we could be seeing some upward movement on NQ. Nothing clean right now, but yeah, I'm gonna just focus on my on gold right now. See, like I said, that Fibonacci that I drew up could have potentially printed us some money today. But I just don't enter strictly off the fib though. Boom. Right into the golden zone. I could have shorted like on the close of this candle right here. I could have shorted on the close of this candle right here. Stop above that high on that wick. I can target this low. Or I can target this draw on liquidity down here. Boom. 106. Yeah. This is. I feel you, but this is just the time frame that I usually come up to the market, because a lot of the times, sometimes I find my setup and I'm done trading before New York even opens. And New York open doesn't really affect gold and oil like it does NQ, MES, and YM, because those are tied directly to the stock market. So when the stock market opens, there's a lot of volume, a lot of volatility. But gold and oil moves throughout the day, all day. It really, gold and oil really move a lot during Asia and London. I'm not gonna lie. But I do get a lot of clean setups in New York, so that's why I just want to kind of focus on New York, because I don't want to keep losing in like London, Asia, and then try to make my money back in New York, when I could have just saved the losses and just made my money in New York. But this is what it is, bro. This is what trading is. Trading isn't always execution and a whole bunch of fun and dopamine. A lot of the time is waiting. Sometimes I've been in the front of the computer for 3 hours and then take one setup. So if you really about making money in this trading shit, you're gonna have to learn how to sit on your hands. A lot. Despite what you see on social media, where everybody's having green days, $1,000 days every single day, everybody's life is gonna be different. So if you're not where you want to be, you got to start small and work your way towards that goal. Because I would love to have green days every single day of my life, but that's not where I'm at right now. You know. But it's all good. I'm here to make money. So we'll see what we can do. I don't like dropping to the 1 minute, but I need to start back testing the 1 minute, because I'm trying to get in and out the market as quickly as possible. Entering on the 5 and 15, you fuck around and be there for an hour just waiting for a trade to pop up, or you might even find a trade to execute on, but you'll be waiting an hour for it to play out. There's nothing clean, man. Nothing clean. It looks like gold is still moving downward. See, there's a 30-minute supply right here. The imbalance. Could low-key enter off of this right here, the 30-minute, but who knows how long that 30-minute will play out. Short right here. High above the zone. You could target this low right here, 2.75. So let me see. Okay. $189, Jesus. This trade would basically have to be right. That's what I'm saying. Like, Let me see if I can execute this before it's too late.
Order filled.
So I went ahead and executed. Where am I at? Cool. Get that out the way. Okay. Hey, what's up, G? My bad, bro. Cabron, what's up, Cabron? Hopefully I said your name right. So what I did was, because gold is currently breaking lower lows, not making any new higher highs right here. And we also had the supply zone on the 30-minute with an imbalance. So I waited on the break of that red candle that tapped into my zone. I waited for the break of that to enter. Honestly, it doesn't even look like it broke. So I may have entered prematurely because it doesn't look like this candle broke. I usually wait for the break of the candle, but it doesn't look like it broke right here. Yeah, it didn't break. But I'm already in it, so I'm gonna commit. I'm already in it, so I gotta commit. And if I take an L, I'm getting the fuck off. That was a great rejection though, right here. So that's why I'm like, I have some kind of faith in this trade, even though I'm in drawdown. I have some kind of hope in this motherfucker, but you know, anything can happen. So we'll just wait and see. And like I said, once again, this is my first live, so it's gonna be trash. There's no background music. It's kind of quiet. Eventually, we'll get a vibe going for sure. You got a G, bro. Most live trade I've been seeing don't even have music. You go okay for sure, for sure, for sure. Yes, see, and that's a good thing. So that means that I should go ahead and add some music to go ahead and be different from the links. Damn. See, we did we tap that? But we didn't break this high, so I don't know. So we'll just wait for this to play out. And this is gonna be the only trade I take today. So if this loses, best believe I'm done. Okay. Look, man, I ain't afraid of no drawdown, and I ain't afraid of a loss either. My bad, y'all. Gotta just make sure I'm keeping up with all the socials. Damn it, like I said, we gonna pick up some momentum, man. We gonna pick up some momentum. He says, "What's up, G?" I'm not gonna say his name, but you know. Man, 77 tick, 80 ticks in drawdown. Come on, man. $86 in drawdown, y'all. Come on, gold. I need you to tank. Ali. You're going in the wrong direction. My bad, Joe. I'm just replying to Instagram. Y'all been showing a lot of love on Instagram. And also, feel free to give me some advice on how to liven up the stream. Like I said, this is the first stream, so we still trying to figure shit out. It's like the old streaming days. Got one viewer watching. I'm used to it. I am used to it. It's all good. Right. Man, shit. This ain't nothing I ain't never been through before. But it's all good because, like, when I start hitting them, oh, I don't make 30,000. Now everybody want to, oh my gosh, subscribe. Where's the subscribe button? He made $30,000. Shit. You don't know how that shit go. But it's all good. I don't know what Go doing. Come on, man, drop. Only because this is taking so long, I'ma just, man, look. This ain't no secret. This ain't no secret. Sometimes you gotta do what's necessary to calm them nerves. You feel me? But while I'm waiting on the trades to kind of just like play out, I mean, there's literally nothing to do. Like, so when trading starts to get boring, that's where you want to be as a day trader. Because when you're always looking for something, always excited, that means there's something wrong. But at the same time, don't be afraid to execute on something that you see looks like is within your parameters. This looked at it good on the 30-minute, but I mean, gold's still playing, man. And then I entered on the 30, so even if this does play out, boy, it's gonna take. Well, it depends on how much volume there is. If we got some volume today, then hey. But if not, man, this could take hellas. But it's all good. We're day traders. Man, how's y'all day been going, man? Man, talk to me about y'all's day. What do y'all do? Are y'all trading? Anybody else trading? Anybody else doing anything interesting? Shit, what you doing, G? Why you so damn early? I'm on a game right now. I was up doing video. Oh, okay, and plotting. I feel you on that plotting shit. You been on the game? Damn. What? It's 5:40 over there. It ain't even 6 a.m. Word? Stop lying. No, I know I got some somewhere. Just got on the game like 30 minutes. Oh, I mean, still, what? Not even. It's 5:30. It's 5:40 over there in the morning. What? No way, bro. No way. for something. Wow. Word. Word. What? Damn. But yeah, been grinding. I feel you, G. Damn. Well, won't be. Damn. That's cool. I ain't got no reloads. Damn. It's tragic. I could have sworn I was more prepared than this. But it's all good. I guess I'm at the mercy of the markets for now until this is done. I can leave the house. And what we doing, man? Can we push to the downside, please? Gold. Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying too earlier. Like, this is my TP right here. You can drag and you can drag and drop it anywhere on TradingView. Like I said, I'm copy trading 3 accounts, so that'll only go for one account if I did it like that. So I gotta do it from from my broker screen. So my other screen up top. And this is a pretty high risk trade for the kind of drawdown I have. And this is literally just 1 micro. But yeah, it's not looking good, man. Yeah, man. Because I really don't want this stream to last more than an hour and a half max. So it just depends. Like, my trading window is 7 Central Time to 11 Central Time, which is like about a 4-hour window. But streaming for 4 hours is kind of crazy to me. Like, I might sit in front of the computer for 4 hours, but to stream for 4 hours, kind of wild. So like an hour and a half, maybe 2, or until I win or lose, of course. Because like if I lose now within the next 20 or 30 minutes, then I'm getting off. Or if I win within the next, I'll just get off. Yeah, trading isn't like extremely glamorous. I'll say that trading isn't extremely glamorous. But what I might start doing soon is I might start like back testing like the smaller time frames. I just don't like the 1 minutes and 3 minutes and shit because it's like it's too noisy, it's too sporadic. But the content creation gonna get better. Because like these streams, I don't know what to do on these streams yet. Other than execute, wait for my trade to play out, and then get off. And communicate with y'all, with all one of y'all. I definitely need a better thumbnail for sure. With time. Damn, I wish I could like rearrange the camera in the room a little bit, because what I'd like to do is I'd like to do some push-ups or some pull-ups and whatnot, some physical activity, you know, while I'm trading, while I'm waiting for trades to play out, or while I'm waiting for a lunch to get hit, or while I'm waiting for a setup to approach my zones. It'd be cool to do some physical activity in here, do some working out, shirt off type shit. I think now that would be dope for some live trading. Definitely keep people interacted and engaged. But I do want to hit some pull-ups low key, but y'all can't see it. I'm not going for nothing crazy, because I could just, like, if price does end up coming down here, like, I could just say fuck the TP and just move my stop loss and try to trail it as long as I can to really just build my buffer up and make hella money. Because more than likely, if we continue on this downtrend like this, we could really see some like really nice downward movement. I'm talking about like some shit like this. You know? I'm talking about like, and then come out and take these lows out here. That would be nice, but we just gotta wait and see. Oh, morning. I didn't know you did live trading. Get those muscle gains. Hell yeah, man. Gains in. Yeah, this is actually my first day trading live. This is something that I've kind of been thinking about doing for a minute, but this is my first actual day trading live. I have like videos of me trading uploaded to my channel, but this is my first time actually going live and recording. But looks like the trading day might be over early because gold is not cooperating at all. Gold is acting all brand new and shit because people are watching now. Let me see what oil's doing. I don't think oil's doing anything still. Yeah, oil's definitely not doing anything. It made some moves like overnight. Made a nice little move last night, or I guess early in the morning, but oil ain't doing shit. Gold is over here like teasing me. Yeah, I've been following your eval from the journey. That's when I started my journey. Still learning from. Yeah, hell yeah, yeah, man. And learn from my mistakes, bro. And I appreciate you following my journey, man. Like, I'm not new to trading. I've been trading since 2021, but like, I feel like I've recently started kind of being very systematic and being more structured with it. So I've kind of, and I kind of started seeing like success pretty quickly. So I started trading futures literally like back in March. So I was trading live. I made some money from my live account. And then after I blew my live account, then I went over to funded in April. And then in April, I got my first ever payout with Lucid. And then I, you know, like you said, you've been following. So I just been going from there. I'm still making mistakes. You know, I'm not perfect. So I'm still trying to figure this shit out as I go. But I'm glad you're on the journey, man. Trading's upward potential is just it can't compete. It can't compare with anything else, bro. So once we get it, we gonna be balling, bro. Like my emotional side of trading is getting a lot better. I just feel like I need to add. Maybe I don't need any more technicals, but I feel like I just need a little better understanding of the market. maybe I might need to add in a moving average or two to kind of just give me some extra confirmations, some extra confluences. But I don't like having too much shit on my screen. Although supply and demand zones is my entry points. Support and resistance are kind of just like some guidelines, you know. And that's all I really use in market structure and price action. But I'm thinking about adding maybe some moving averages to kind of help out a little bit. But I don't like a lot of indicators. I do not like a lot of indicators. But we've been sitting in drawdown like since the beginning of the trade. I don't think we even touched any profit yet. But it's all good. I know a lot of people trade NQ, so they're just looking for, you know, NQ traders. They looking to come in at 8:30 when the market opens. But honestly, with the way gold is moving, I might be clapped before 8:30. But like I said, I look at NQ and MES occasionally, but that's not like my main squeeze. Like I said, NQ is making NQ moving kind of nicely right now. We're learning about FEG and all that jazz. Was curious on how you get your supply and demand zones. Yeah, so I just go based off of the order blocks, but the ones that I like to draw out are the ones that are attached to like imbalances. Like this 30-minute supply zone, right? We have this this bearish candle right here, and I draw it from wick to wick. So with this imbalance being here like this is something that I look for when I draw my zones. You see this imbalance? From this blue wick to this blue wick, you see this big red gap here, this space where there's no wicks. That's my imbalance. So then I draw my zone around this, my supply zone around this blue wick to wick, and I draw it out. And I just drag it to the right. And I wait for price to do what it does, and then tap into my zone. And when it gives a good rejection, like look at this rejection right here. And it didn't even close inside the zone, it closed outside of the zone. So that's what I look for too when I like try to look to enter. My only mistake with this particular trade right now, because when I wait for price to tap into my zone and reject it, I'm also looking for the next printed candle to break the low of that candle. That's my entry. Then I drag my stop loss above usually the candles, but sometimes if the zone is decent enough, I'll just drag it above the zone. So I usually wait for the break of the candle, and then I enter, and then let it ride all the way down. Now sometimes it still does, you know, some bullshit. But like I said, my mistake on this particular trade is it didn't clean. There was no clean break, so I kind of entered prematurely. That's my fault. So if I lose, I can't even be mad because I didn't wait for the actual break of my candle. I got in. I was a little too eager. So, and then I was just targeting this liquidity down here. And it's the same for demand, just, you know, inverse. Just wait for, like, find a gap attached to the last bearish candle. Yep. Like I said, I mean, anything can happen, but I have faith in this because it looked clean, and we're all in the 30 minutes, so you know the 30-minute holds more weight than the 15 and 5 and all that. So, yeah. And it's something that I know works. A lot of the time, it's my mentality and my eagerness, as you can see, to jump into markets, and I kind of fuck myself up sometimes. But the main thing here is just patience and just having faith. But like, I really like these rejections here. So, like, even this next candle is still rejecting my zone. So it's about to be what, 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock, this new candle at 8 o'clock, the new 30-minute candle is gonna print. So if we're especially still like closing under this zone, then that means this zone is still being validated. Of course, the market can still blast through that bitch, but that'll just give me more ease of mind that, okay, we still potentially are going in a bearish direction. But this is the gut-wrenching thing about trading, because if I entered on the 5-minute, you know, price moves a lot more quicker than the 30-minute. So you seeing your money go up and down for minutes or hours. And they did a study psychologically. The loss of money induces the same pain as loss in the head. So like or like life endangerment. So the same way you lose money, the same feeling you get when you lose money is the same feeling you get when your life is in danger. They did a psychological study on this in 2014, I think. So day traders have it hard because they have the potential to lose money every single time they execute a trade. So they dealing with life or death feelings every single day. Like, this is the shit that we deal with every single day. So yeah, this is why people be deleting their characters, they self-deleting and all type of shit over trading. Is that serious? Not me though. It's serious, but not that serious. Yeah. So we just waiting. And excuse me if you see me on my phone, I'm just going through Instagram, just checking up with comments and whatnot. So please excuse me for being rude. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna just go ahead and so yes, we are live. First live trade, New York session, gold and oil, and damn, this is how it's going. Damn, new candle just printed, and we are about to. That shit just started shooting right back up. Damn. Make a little Instagram video, but yeah, it looks like we're getting clapped here on this one. I'm sure where you were smoking them while you were away. Hell yeah! And I was about to roll one, but I didn't have anything to wrap it in. So, but yeah, this is a heartbreaking defeat right here. I'm not gonna lie, because I could just close this and spare some money, but I'm the type of trader that I set a stop loss for a reason. The stop loss is to stop my loss. So if it loses, the stop loss is there to do its job. So I'm gonna just let it do its job. Because that's the thing about the market. You can get everything looking great. You get great rejections. You've identified your trend or what you thought was your trend, and then all of a sudden you're getting slit in the throat. Look at all this red. Look at all this blood. But yeah, bro, I mean, that's the type of vibes I'm trying to have, to smoke and just make money. And I've done on multiple occasions, but today is just not one of them days, bro. It's the reality of trading. But honestly, none of this shit bothers me, because if you've been rocking with my journey, you would have known that all three of these funded accounts were $45 away from being blown. Like, you don't understand. $45 is like a doubled steak bowl at Chipotle. That's how close I was away from blowing 150K. And I brought that shit back, bro. I brought this shit back and got a payout, bro. 2,300. Bro. Don't be afraid of some drawdown. Don't be afraid of blowing evals. Don't be afraid of blowing funded accounts. You buy them bitches right back, $85, $100, $90, $100, and then you do what you know how to do. That's all. If you know how to do this shit, then you wouldn't be afraid of blowing the account, because you get that shit right back. Do it all over again. And the first time they said it was luck, this is the second time I had a point to prove. Feel me? So I ain't afraid of no red, bro. Red is gonna happen regardless. Damn, that's straight facts, bro. Like, I don't have any real lows. Like, that's crazy. Man, are we clapped or not, Gold? What's up? Yeah, this is one of them trades that's probably gonna last all damn day because I entered on the 30-minute. 30 minutes is such a huge, big ass time frame. But I don't know. I should just stay my ass on the 5. Yeah, this is not looking sweet at all. Yeah, gold about to disappoint. Like, I still remember the first day I went negative 1500. I was like, fuck. I made it back, and now I'm positive. Hell yeah. Ain't fucking with the market execution no more. Only sticking to limits. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. And I'm kind of the opposite because don't get me wrong. Like even recently, like I've had some great limit order trades, bro. Some great fire limit order trades that gave me some great RRs, man. But I just feel like a lot of the times, man, I feel like those limit order losses hurt because, like, damn, I didn't even get a chance to even, like, it, like, if it's wrong, nigga, that shit wrong immediately. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, no saving it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But confirmation at least gives me, like, but even then, like I said, I prematurely entered this trade, so that's my fault. The candle didn't break before I entered. But yeah, waiting for extra confirmation, I feel like, for me, kind of helps me improve my win rate because I'm waiting for certain things to happen just for extra safety to, okay, it's safe to enter this trade. But them limit orders, man, when they hit, they hit. They hit. And it kind of takes some anxiety and stress off the table because when you set it, you can just kind of go about your business. If you lose, you lose. If you win, shit, you come back, you're already in profit type shit. So I fuck with those limit orders. Definitely fuck with the limit orders. I got hella wait out a couple times. Yeah, bro. I made a reel. I can't remember what trade I took. Was it gold? I had a limit order say I got wicked out and the shit went all the way to TP. I'm like, oh come on, man. Like come on. Like even if I waited for confirmation, there was no way to save that. But yeah, I done been wicked out on limit orders just for it to go to TP. But honestly, I'd rather just get clapped so I can move on with my day. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds kind of crazy, but I mean, if I'm gonna lose, just let me lose fast. Like, I remember that video you got wicked out. 1 unit. Like, yeah, bro. I've had a trade where it hit my stop loss so close that it closed out like some contracts. Not all. It closed out like a contract. But so I was still in the trade and then it ended up hitting TP. I'm like, why? Just why? Why? But you know, it's part of the market is so random, bro. And that's what they say. Like they say, you can see your setup perfect, take it, and it can still lose. So, if you really think about it, us day traders are delusional and kind of low key insane. Yeah. I fuck with you, bro. You've been rocking with the journey. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. We gonna blow up. So I'm glad you're here with me. We all gonna blow up together, bro. But I'm just like, bro. Day trading ain't for the weak. Because people see some payouts and see me making a little money. You know, they want me to put them on, and I get it. Like, if I was in that mind state too, and I see like somebody close to me making some money like that, I'll be like, yeah, put me on too. But they're not asking the right questions. Like, I already got a lot of shit going on in my life. So for me to stop everything I'm doing to come and put you on individually, like other people aren't asking, it's kind of crazy to me. What you should be asking is, how did you learn? I can easily tell you how I did that. Ask me how I learned. Ask me how I started. Those are the right questions. Then I can kind of direct you. Because I'm not like a mentor. I'm not a guru. I'm not teaching anybody at the moment. So I can't just be like, okay, let me start teaching you some bullshit. I want to make sure I'm confident in what the fuck I'm doing first before I feel like I have the right to charge anybody for anything. That's just how I roll. I know people do it backwards. They just start making money off of niggas and then figure shit out later. But I want to make sure the information I'm giving is actually true. So people asking me to put them on, which I wouldn't mind, but it's like, I got a lot of shit going on. I can't stop for you, you know? So you're asking the wrong questions. You should be asking me, how did you learn? I can easily tell you how I learned. If you're not even willing to do the shit that I did to learn, then me putting you on would have been a waste of my time anyway. Because if you can't sit down and watch an hour and a half video about candlesticks and learning how to read candlesticks and what a pip is or a point tick or whatever it is, if you can't sit down and watch a video about that, I'm not teaching you shit. I'm not teaching you shit. Back in 2021, when I first came across day trading and Forex, well, I was up till 3, 4 a.m. learning this shit. Nigga, watching videos. Nigga, every day. Nigga, I was breathing this shit. Facts, teach a man how to fish. Yeah, exactly. Teach a man how to fish. Like, I can show you some shit, but then you're not gonna understand it. If you lose money, you're gonna blame me, and then you won't last a month. You're gonna lose some money, be like, oh my god, I lost $100. Try losing 1,000, a few of them. Try losing a few thousand. Shit. That's baby money. A couple hundred. A couple hundred is 2 evaluations. 2 evaluations. Shit. You ain't ready. You are not ready. You are not ready. But yeah. See, like this trade is still moving, bro. Like, you see how close we was just hitting TP. We're just 100 points. Over 100 ticks. What the 5 minute doing? See, look at this shit. Instead of you should just go down like you know you wanted to in the first place, bro. Like, come on. Let me see what the 4 hour looking like. Now, like I said, if this high at this earl was taken out, then I would have been like, okay, maybe price is looking to continue to blast through. But it's rejecting off of this 4 hour. This is a 30-minute supply zone. Like, I did what I needed to do. You know, that as a day trader, I did what I needed to do. The only way I would say I didn't follow my rules, which is bad, is I didn't wait exactly for the break of that candle. So that was a premature entry. And then I entered off the 30-minute, which I never really entered off the 30-minute. But entering off the 30-minute versus the 5, the 30-minute should play out a lot nicer than the 5 because the 30-minute holds more weight. But you know how that shit goes. So yeah, this seems like this might be an actual day trade and not a scalp. Because I identify as a scalper. But even entering off the 5 minute, well, you might find yourself in a trade for an hour or two sometimes, just depending on the volume that day and the time frame you're, if you're entering on 5 minute. But yeah, entering off the 30-minute, I might be. Let's say this trade does play out, I'll be holding this shit all damn day at this rate. You like trading New York versus other sessions? I prefer Asia so far because I feel like in New York, if Trump tweets about something about Iran, the market either dumps or pumps. Yeah, and market, like, price action just been weird since like April, since all that shit started going down with the war. Gold and oil aren't like NQ and MES that's like directly affected by anything that's happening with, like, of course world events, of course, but like I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Gold did make some moves when Trump was making speeches, but I just feel like recently, the past week or two, I feel like I've been getting clapped in Asia session and like London. So, and then I'll make my money back in New York, and I'm like, damn, if I just waited and not traded in Asia and just waited till New York, I'd be up instead of trying to dig my way out of a hole to be up a little bit. So like, I'll dig my way out of the negative and just be up a little bit instead of just avoiding the losses in Asia and then coming to New York and just be up. So I said, you know what? Let me take Asia and London off, and let me just stick strictly with New York, so that way I can even have a better habit of cutting the camera on to like trade live. Because I find myself trading Asia session and not cutting the camera on. I guess because like it's at night and it's kind of like a different vibe. So it's like I don't think to go live or record anything. So I want to be like very methodical and systematic, like trading New York, going live, doing it every day, kind of treating it like a job. But I don't know. I might look at Asia price action tonight just because. And if I do see anything, I'll make a promise to cut the stream on. But like I said, people might be asleep. You know, it just depends. Now, if I was to schedule my streams for Asia, then that might be different. But I don't know. I've just been trying to stick with New York because I feel like I've been seeing more success. But, you know, times change. Things change. Always got to be fluid. So I don't mind looking at Asia again for sure. But I'm just trying to get into like a habit of, you know, going live and really curating my audience and, you know, build a following and just go hard on this shit. And I appreciate you, my brother, for, you know, for being here for the ride, bro. You talking about something? You've been watching my journey. You remember shit from my old videos. Man, that's what's up, bro. I appreciate you for that, man. So, and it's true what they say. Like, you gonna get the most love and support from strangers before anybody else. Like, of course, I got like really close people, like literally like one or two close people to me that like support me every day. I talk to every day about my journey. And that's not including my family members. My family don't. No, they don't. No, and they know I day trade, but they ain't supporting shit. And I don't dislike them or hate them for that. I get how the world works. I have a better understanding of how the world works more than like the average person. So I'm okay with that. I know the love is gonna come from strangers first. So I fuck with you for that, bro. Yeah, consistency is key, my boy. And losing is part of consistency. Like, if you're doing shit consistently, you're gonna win and you're gonna lose. But if I show you my calendar, while this trade is doing what it's doing, let me kind of show you my calendar. Let me show you where I've been fucking up at, right? So these are my funded accounts. They're about the same, so I'll just show one. I've been fucking up. I've been fucking up. So as you can see, June 9th, I was $45 away from blowing my shit. I talk about that all the time because that's so significant, bro. $45 is nothing on a 50K account. Like $45? Most contracts, even with a stop loss this size, probably like $50. But, you know, I managed. Brought it out. The very next day, because this was June 9th, the very next day I had a $230 day, then $1,300 the day after. So it's like, bro, you can bring yourself out of any kind of hell, bro. It's possible. You can bring yourself out of any kind of hell. Even if it's $1 left, bro. If you don't give up, you can make shit happen out of nothing. God will make anything that you think is impossible possible, bro. You might think, damn, how is that possible? $1? How am I going? But if you have faith, God is going to make sure that shit happen. And then you're going to be like, damn. Then you have a story to tell to other people so they can believe, so they can have hope. Yeah, I saw your video on Cyber while I was watching the FEG vid. I was like, oh shit, this guy is doing his eval. I want to see what the journey's like since I hadn't started that. Hell yeah, that's what's up. And that's what it's for, bro, because a lot of people get on social media, get on YouTube, nigga, they already making money, or they already an established trader. Oh, learn my strategy. People want to learn, of course, yes, but people also want to see that you came from the same spot that they're coming from. They don't want to see a motherfucker already making hundreds of thousands trying to teach somebody that ain't seen no money yet. I don't believe you, bro. You seem too good to be true. I need to see someone who struggled like me and get it out so I know that I can do it too. So it doesn't seem like a fairy tale, you know? Because a lot of times when you see big people trying to sell you some shit, it's like, bro, I don't trust you. Now, of course, people who know his story can trust him, but like, if I come to the internet and I see you driving Ferraris and doing all this, and that's something people, okay. When people ask me how I got into trading, whatever, and I tell them to go to YouTube, this is what I specifically was looking for. I was looking for somebody like me, somebody that I saw myself in, somebody that was chill, somebody whose charts weren't completely cluttered, and then I also was looking for somebody who wasn't flashy. All the flashy people turn me the fuck off. I'm not gonna lie, because me already having the understanding of how life is, I went like all this flashy shit. They trying to sell me something, and I got to be careful. So I looked for the really chill people who were like on their journey, who are doing good, not just anybody. But this is somebody that was like just in their room, like me, just trading, showing up every day, and doing well. That's the shit I was looking for. So all the people, yeah, fast cars, yeah, money, yeah. I wasn't looking for that. I don't care about that shit. Because you'll do that to make some money off of niggas, but you might not actually care about what the fuck they got going on. So I need to see me in you before I can trust you. Y'all seen that Calistox guy? Bro is on coke spamming his. See? Hell no. But I want to learn how to trade, not to be dependent unless you're Nancy Pelosi. With some, yeah, man. They need it. And the thing is, everybody knows him, but ain't nobody in jail. That's funny, ain't it? But yeah, man, like, it's signal groups too. Like, that's the thing. That's the only thing that's kind of turning me off from making a Discord right now. Because if I make a Discord right now, people are going to be looking for signals. People see a payout. People see making money. They all of a sudden just want to copy what you're doing. They don't want to learn. They just want to make money. And I get that. So that's why, like, I'm being very careful about like creating like communities right now. Of course, I'm going to do it in the future. But right now, people are going to be looking for signals. People are going to be looking for the wrong things. So if I made a Discord right now, it's just going to be for accountability. It's going to be free. It's going to be free for people to join. It's just going to be for us to kind of communicate, share ideas, and hold each other accountable. I'm not going to be like, okay, here's my trade idea. Trade with me. It's not going to be like that. Not yet. I mean, not yet. Yeah, but when I do that, it'll be, on Discord. But this is just kind of get my feet wet, just kind of, get used to things. Kind of introduce myself to the world at the same time. But yeah, me entering off the 30-minute, bro, I set myself up for failure because I'm going to be holding this bitch all damn day. Unless I lose, like right now. But like, we still rejecting this area. Like, it's just no volume. Because if it was volume, I feel like we would have either lost already or went in profit already. So I'm gonna just blame volume, bro. I'm gonna just blame volume. Blaming volume. But see, look how Price does not even want to close inside of the box. Price does not want to close inside of that zone, bro. So why is Gold playing with me, bro? I need y'all to tell Gold to stop playing with me, man. Yeah, I thought I was joking. I need y'all to raise your hands and say, Gold, stop playing with Olu's feelings, bro. He trying to make some money today. Man, I don't know. I when I post on Instagram, I try to keep my captions short. People's attention spans are too short to be trying to read paragraphs in the comments. Because even me, I don't be wanting to read them paragraphs unless it's like I know something that's really going to touch my soul. Come back to that. Still waiting for price to play out, man. Trading is boring. Trading is its most fun when you are when you see some money hit your bank account. Not even when you like win a trade or nothing like that. The best part about trading is when you see some funds hit your bank account, especially if it got a couple commas in it. One comma is cool for sure. If you can get one comma, you're doing better than a lot of people. But two commas, yeah, we trying to get them. We trying to get them commas. Trying to get 2 commas at least. By I don't like to put time frames on shit, but I like to put time frames on shit. And we are in June, so August is my birthday. My birthday's in August. Honestly, by August, before August, I'm trying to have my first 10K payout. So, my birthday, I should be balling on a different level. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just being transparent with the universe. I'm gonna be balling on a different level by my birthday, August 9th. By the way, and you know what? I'm gonna make like a birthday wish list, and this is gonna be. I don't need nothing. Just buy evals. I don't want no shoes. I don't want no clothes. You can give me money, that's cool. Or you can just buy me an eval. Buy me an eval, and that would be the perfect birthday gift. 50Ks, that's all I need, 50K. Are we going to print today? We're still sitting in drawdown. And I changed this to ticks, so if you guys are curious about the money amount that I'm currently in drawdown, it's $58. Been in this trade for what, an hour now? The glory of day trading. Motherfuckers will sit in front of the computer for 2 hours just to lose some money. Hell no, bro. Yeah, day traders are definitely like the most psychotic like profession like that you can find. Like day traders are definitely like the most psychotic for sure. We gonna lose $2,000 and jump right back in and lose some more, and then jump off the computer and act like you're having a normal day. You just lost $2,000 and you still got to go talk to people like you're normal. Like yeah, we definitely some savages, bro. Like people don't understand that we deal with our emotions. We deal with the rawest human emotions every single day. We jump on the charts. Then you might go to work. You might work at a warehouse. You might work at a law firm. You might work in a hospital. You deal with stress and shit, but watching your money fluctuate on the screen for minutes, hours on end, that trigger your survival instincts on a daily basis. Well, we deal with it every day. It'll be funny if we get into profit, because this probably would have been the longest trade for me to see some profit, bro. I've been in this trade for an hour and like 10 minutes. Maybe like an hour or so. And been in drawdown the whole time. And also scaling in, right? Scaling in, because that's what I wanted to do today to maximize my profits, because I was trying to make like 2 bands today. I'm not gonna lie. Which I might still try to scale in depending, if we get into profit here. Because like a lot of people are like, okay, it's going in my direction. Let me enter more contracts. So so when it does go into profit, if it happens to not go back into profit, right, and goes back into drawdown, now you're completely fucked. You're double clapped. So what I like to do when I like to scale in, I like to be into profit first. Like let's say I'm $200-300 into profit, and I see like another entry or a setup for me. I'm going to risk whatever profit I'm in. So if I'm like $300 in profit, I'll risk like $250 to $300 on the next trade. So if I lose, I'm losing break even for the day. But if I win, then I'm doubling up on my profit. Type shit, I only scale in when I'm in profit. So if I lose, I'm not losing anything. But when you win, you're winning big. This is actually wicked. The fact that I don't have any Rellos, bro. Because like I was going to smoke and I didn't know how. Because, okay, so I'm kind of new to creating. Well, I'm not new to creating content, but I'm new with this current chapter that I'm in, right? So I'm actually really building a brand right now, and I'm trying to be careful on the image I'm trying to portray, because hey, I'm a smoker, so I don't know if like I want to smoke on camera, and like I'm just not 100% sure on how I want to like portray my brand yet, but I do want to be myself. So and that's what I'm always gonna preach. I'm always gonna be myself first. So if a motherfucker, the company don't want to fuck with me because of I'm being myself, then I guess that's what it is. If you're gonna say, oh, we don't want to work with you because you smoke weed, I guess I'm just gonna have to make my money from trading then, because that's gonna suck. Cause I'd be smoking right now if I had me a Rillo or something to roll it in. Cause I use raw papers too, but I've been out of these. You can't even see that. But I've been out of these for a minute. Yeah, fuck the haters, man. Fuck the haters, bro. And the thing is, when you get into day trading, well, you're going to see some haters. You're going to run into them a lot because they don't understand. And a lot of them don't be hating on purpose. Because, like, I remember I was telling this one chick that I used to work with. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting into day trading. She's like, oh, isn't that gambling? And it came from a place of her just not understanding. She didn't, just not knowing, which most people don't know about trading. They just hear something and they say, oh, that's gambling. And they just go and they just run with that. But, you're going to just get a lot of people who just don't understand and then just try to project whatever they think about it onto you. They ain't even looked at the market. They ain't even executed one trade, but want to tell you about some shit. You ain't click buy or sell now one time. Want to tell me about some shit. Look at that. We are in profit after an hour. Finally. This is the first time touching profit, being in this trade for an hour, bro. That's crazy. So what that tells me is that we have finally found our direction, and we're probably gonna print. I'm not gonna lie. We're probably gonna print. So if we continue to drop down into profit, I'm gonna drop down to the 5, and then I'm gonna see if I can find another entry, bro. Yes, sir. And of course, anything can still happen. I can still get blasted. Anything can happen. I'm prepared for anything. As a trader, just prepare for anything. This shit may still turn against me. But see, look. But what I will say is, if we can get into like a deep enough profit and I can see another setup happening for me, I'm scaling in. See, look at this shit, bro. See, now with the candle breaking how it just broke right there, that's where I would have initially entered if I was entering with some sense. But or if I entered aggressively, shit, my entry would have been right at the tip of the zone right here when this first candle touched. That's why the limit orders would have been nice, because that limit order would have been great, but price is still bullshitting. So see, price still bullshitting. I wish if I'm gonna lose, I wish I already lost, bro. I don't like waiting too long to lose. I'd rather lose fast. But when I was trading in April when I was trading live in April because I trade on Tradeovate with prop firms and live. So when I was trading live in March, I was going through my Tradeovate statistics and details and shit. And I would notice that my trades that lasted longer, I was winning those. My shorter trades, the trades that didn't last very long, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes and under, were losers. So I noticed that the longer my trades played out, I would win. But of course, that's not always the case. But I noticed that was like the trend of my trading in March. I was also trading live too, so. But yeah, New York just opened, so let me see what everything else is doing. Oil still kind of choppy, but it looks like it's trying to continue upwards. I don't know what that's doing. Let's look at NQ. Let's see what NQ doing. This is what the 1 hour. So 1 hour. Cause like even with this, it's an order block right here on the demand. So we could potentially be looking for like buy setups to continue upwards for NQ. Like look at this, boom. A limit order on this. You gotta look. So we got boom. We got the break of this. Boom. We got the break of this. Boom. And then we got a 5-minute demand. Boom. BOS. BOS. So like, okay, boom. So we got our, and this is a 15. This is on a 15. So 15 with the limit order would have been like right here, boom. Stop loss right up under the zone. Nigga, this is already past more than 1 to 3. Like look at that. The easy 1 to 3, bro. And if you wanted to target these highs, that would just been like a little over 1 to 3, 3.5. Or if you want to target this liquidity up here, boom. And you know how NQ move. NQ could literally clear this, nigga, in 2 hours or less. That's a 1 to 11 right there. So basically, I should have been looking at NQ. Is basically what I'm saying. But we didn't take that, so I don't want to even look at it. Look at that, easy. Let me see what it looks like on the 5. Yeah, it would have worked better on the 15 for sure. It's more clear on the 15. See this 5-minute demand with this gap right here, this imbalance. Boom. It's crazy, but it's all good. Alright, let's take a look at ES. Yeah, gold is still bullshitting in drawdown, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So y'all are not missing anything. ES. ES didn't really give anything clean. Not like NQ. But look at this liquidity sweep right here. Boom. LQ sweep. Look at this. BOS. So if I wanted to, only thing about this is this, because I like to draw my shit from wick to wick, like the top of the bearish wick to the top of this next candle wick. I like to use that as my zone, but honestly, bro, this zone is way too big for me to be like, yeah, let me try to execute off of this. The only thing I would do is this, but then I don't trust this because I know how I draw my zones and I know why I draw them like that. So this wouldn't be safe for me to be like, yeah, let me enter off of this. But this is a potential setup for sure. Or if you want to, or I don't know if you guys are familiar with what's his name, RP Profits, because I watched a couple of his videos. Just basically his strategy is pretty simple, so I tried it out. I'm like, that should actually work. He was like, draw from wick to wick on the first 15-minute candle after the open, just this blue one right here, and just draw it out. Drop to the, I think he drops to the, what, the 3-minute or some shit. I think he drops to the 3-minute and 1 minute. So basically what he'll do is he'll draw a white line in the middle of this shit. Well, it doesn't gotta be white or whatever, but you just white line 50%, that's about 50%. I'm eyeballing this shit. Oh yeah, we are in profit too on our gold trade, by the way. We're in profit again. I'm about to switch back. Ooh, Who was it you watch again? I watch a lot of people. Like when I was looking for content creators, when I was just scrolling across trading content, I was seeing a lot of really cool people. His name is RP Profits. His content, caught my eye when I first saw him coming into the game. But his shit, it only works on MES. I think he only trades MES or ES or whatever. So it'll be like, okay, first 15-minute candle, mark it out, draw it out, put the white line at the 50% mark. I think it's something like that. So you're waiting for a price to come back, break out of the box and retest either to the upside or to the downside. So if it breaks out to the upside and retests and touches this white line, that's going to be your entry point, and then it's going to continue up. Now if you break below it and come back into this white line, you're going to be entering to, short the market. And I tried it a couple times. I'm like, I didn't execute the trades, but like I drew it out. I'm like, okay, I would have printed that day if I actually executed on that motherfucker. But let's go back to what we actually care about, which is gold, and we are in profit. Hopefully we can just stay this way. Like, come on, keep pushing down, bro. Give me my money. Just give me my money. See, now I would have liked to re-enter up here because it looks like let's say price breaks down past these lows, right? Breaks past these lows and comes back up into this 5-minute zone because there is a little gap here too. I've been like, boom, I can range over that. But by the time we come back into here, we're already back in drawdown. I'm not trying to enter and, I'm not trying to scale in and draw down. So what we will do here is we'll probably just wait for like another setup to be formed somewhere in here and see if we can kind of capitalize on that. But right now, we're just going to wait for this shit to play out. I'm going to make an Instagram story just because we still live. So y'all can't say that I ain't transparent. I'm showing everything. I was in drawdown for an hour and a half. Shit. Shit. You said what? Hold on. You said what? Oh yeah. RP. Yeah, let me type it in the chat just in case. RP. I think that's his name. See, now it's funny because it's showing up as King Midas. That's my other page. That's the page I started my content creation with, but yeah, RP Profits is the person I was talking about. Oh shit, I didn't do that. I didn't mean to do that either. I'm clicking everything wrong. There's some ugly ass drawdown. I did record a video earlier, but I mean, I might keep that video. I might use it for something later. Y'all are live. Well, when I say I've been sitting in drawdown for like an hour, damn near an hour and a half. Shit, finally started seeing some profits, but we go still tickling my damn drawdown. Oh yeah, we recording. We live on YouTube. We live. Okay, I'll probably post that to my story. Gold still bullshitting, man. Are live. When I Let me mute this because that's going. We are trading gold right now. I'm hungry. Done did it. Low resolution. Man, gotta put the YouTube link in there. Gots to. Just give me my money. Link to the live. Could I do that? Link to the live. I guess I can do that. My bad, y'all. I'm just trying to make a story real quick. I guess I can do it. Oh shit. My bad, y'all. The audio gonna get fucked up for a second. Damn, can I not? See, I don't like YouTube on the phone, man. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. So the fuck I'm talking about, gold. Let's get it. About time. Shit. Okay. So like any smart trader would do, we're gonna move our stops to break even. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. We not deep enough into profit to be moving anything to break even yet. When we break these lows right here, once we break this low right, shit. Once we break this low right here, then I'll consider moving my stops to break even. And honestly, bro, once I do that, I might end the stream because with me entering off the 30-minute, well, this trade gonna take hours to complete. Unless you just get hella volume out of nowhere and we just get to dumping. But bro, let me put the, I know y'all probably want to see some money value up here too. I can just change this from ticks. I mean, the ticks, it kind of does help a little bit, not focusing exactly on the exact dollar amount. But I'll put this on the screen for y'all. Yeah, I take my pauses through TradeAvate too. You can do it through TradingView. It's just really confusing because I think if you have more than one contract, if you close, I think it'll let you know. I think it'll give you the option to update. Like even with the buy stop, like if I wanted to like modify order, I can like modify how many contracts I wanted to put on that buy stop. I think you can do the same when you are closing your position. I think if you like try to close, I don't want to fuck anything up right now, but I think if you try to close your position, does it not give you the option to close out partial contracts? I thought it did, but I do most of my like executions and like all that stuff through TradeAvate, mainly because I'm copy trading and I can't copy trade through TradingView because all the accounts are separate. All my 3 funded accounts are separate. Oh shit, I'm in the way. Fuck. Hold on. I did on paper trading on TradingView, but once I got my Lucid, I noticed that too. Like even when you like set your like stop loss and take profit on paper trading, you can still see the dollar amounts. You can see the dollar amount because even when you project your order with Lucid, you can see the dollar amount when you're in the trade like I am now. It just says buy stop and buy limit. Usually it'll have the price. Paper trading has the price, but I noticed that is different from actually trading with brokers. So I think the paper trading through TradingView just has like it's for learners. So they try to have all the information on the screen and make it a little different. But I guess when you're trading prop firms and actual like maybe live funds, is probably a little different. But I mean that's okay. It's not the end all be all. Luckily we have TradeAvate to go to make any changes we need to. TradingView is just just looks cleaner, But we've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes. So at the 2 hour, maybe the 2 hour and a half mark, I'll probably end the stream no matter where we're at in the trade. And I'll just kind of manage it off camera. But I don't want to stream for more than 2 hours, just sitting here. Luckily, I was able to find something to execute on. It's just the same that we were in drawdown for an hour and a half. But none of that matters as long as we're making some money. And not even that, as long as we're following our rules. Because there's going to be days where we lose. So it's all good. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like I said, I'm going to be getting like, this is the first live trade stream, so things are just kind of like not in place how they need to be. I do want to get some like art on the wall eventually. Definitely want to get some LEDs in the room. Add some music. But like, I don't know how the copyright shit works with lives and YouTube. So I don't want to play music and then come back to the video later and then half the shit is muted. It's gonna be counterintuitive because if I'm speaking some real facts, if I'm dropping some gems, y'all not gonna hear that shit if it's muted. Because that's how Twitch used to do. Like, you might play some music, you vibe it on the live, you go back to the VOD, and half the shit muted. I'm like, damn, you can't hear nothing I'm saying. You can't hear the music. You can't hear shit. Just fucked up the whole stream. So once I kind of figure out some details on that, then if there's no way around it, then I might just have to find some copyright-free music, which is gonna be trash. The music's gonna be trash, but at least I can have some background music, you know, have some vibes going. Because what I'm gonna do is with this video, when I'm done streaming or whatever the case is, I'm just probably gonna cut it up and edit it, and put it on all platforms. Matter of fact, let me just make this an alert, so that way if I'm not looking at the screen, it'll let me know when I can go ahead and move the break even. Yes, sir. Alright, come here. I know it's quiet. That's what I'm saying. I need to add music eventually. 68. Is that 68? And this one is at 58. And that's the thing. I ain't even been putting no call to actions on any of my videos for real. Y'all just been fucking with a nigga. That's all. Sure, are we gonna print today gold? Are we gonna print today gold? Oh, if you can take part. Oh yeah, I forgot. I already read that. We're gonna save your live stream. I like to rewatch the parts where you talked about your strategy. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep them up on here for sure. I just don't know how all of this shit works, cause like I said, when I start adding music and stuff, I don't know if it's gonna mute the audio. But yeah, all the lives are gonna stay up. And also, I'm gonna eventually make a strategy like video. I haven't made any strategy videos, and I know that's what a lot of people like to see. But like, I want to make sure like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I want the video to be like maybe an hour long, because I'm not making a course. I'm not making like part 1, part 2, part 3, and this is not gonna be for beginners. I'm not teaching you what a candlestick is or anything. I'm just teaching you how I execute my trades. And of course, you're gonna like any strategy, you'll see the opportunities multiple times, multiple days. So the thing that I'm still kind of battling with is making sure I'm picking the highest quality setups that have the higher probability of playing out. Because sometimes I'll jump into some shit that look good, but maybe I didn't zoom out, or because I was too anxious and just entered some bullshit. You know, I want to make sure that I'm teaching everybody the right way. Because there's no right or wrong way. Everybody looks at the market differently. So, but yeah, to answer your question, I'm going to be keeping all the lives up for sure. And that's why I don't want the video to be too long, because I don't want people to feel like they have to, sift through hours of content to find, some value in it. I did sit in this trade for like an hour and a half and just draw down, doing nothing. That's why I'm trying to make this shit more entertaining. Like, I'll start doing some push-ups in this motherfucker, some pull-ups or something. Shirt off. And I appreciate you for kicking it with me, bro. I know you got a life that you got to live too, so I don't expect you to be here all day. I'm actually gonna end the stream probably in like the next 30 to 45 minutes or so. We've been live for like an hour and 47 minutes. So by the 2-hour mark, 2.5-hour mark, I'll be looking to end the stream. Just because I don't want these videos to be super duper long. But it looks like we might be printing today, I'm not gonna lie. I would like to capture everything on camera, but that's not gonna happen. I entered off the 30 minutes, so this is gonna play out. This is gonna take hellas to play out. But what I would like to do is capture me moving my stop losses to break even, at least. And then I'll update you guys on my stories, my YouTube videos, of course, with the trade. This guy's hella funny.
I mean, listen, as an adult male, to be paid by the hour and not paid based on your ability to hunt is gay. You know, because you're sitting here getting milked like a domesticated cow. And it's just like, let's think about what you're really doing. You know, if I was your boss, and I said, I'm going to need you to go ahead and move that body, physically perform for me, I'll go ahead and give you $15. It's like, who else physically performs by the hour and gets paid? Strippers. You know, if I said, you know, if you do a really good job for me, I'll give you the tip. We're crossing too many lines. You know, as a full-grown man, you should start a business or have a sales job at least.
Alright, Gold, what are we doing, man? I ain't trying to lose no damn money today, but you heard play on my emotions. Like, I know, like, people have different strategies in trading, right? I know a lot of people trade pullbacks, you know, breakouts, support resistance, supply and demand and shit. So supply and demand is like really like a pullback oriented type of strategy. You know, you're waiting for price to come back to your zone. You're entering in expectations of it to, you know, continue to go in your intended direction. Breakouts, you're like looking for a certain point to enter for it to just kind of shoot in your intended direction. So the thing about pullbacks is like it's tricky because sometimes you don't know if it's just a retracement or if your shit is reversing. Like that's the only thing about trading pullbacks is like you don't know if you know getting the top of that trade or the bottom or whatever, or you getting caught up in a reversal. That's the only thing, because like I don't know what the fuck going on. Like we pulled back into our zone and we're waiting for price to continue, but it's doing all this other bullshit. So shit. The randomness of the market can have you thinking that you are on your A+ head up just to get clapped. But as insane as we are, we're going to show up the next day and do the same shit and expect a different result. Come on, man. I don't even know. I know I'm risking like 187, which is still way more than what I wanted to risk. But I'm curious to see what my TP is. Okay. So just a reminder, 69. Just a reminder, this is what I'm risking. I'm risking 169. So that's actually terrible. I thought I was risking 180 something for some reason. So 169 is not terrible to make what? 8.6. To make $550, make $500, not bad. Like I could look to scale in, you know, to because I want to make like 2 bands today because I'm trying to build my buffer and like really get like a max, like a. I want to get a decent payout, but I'm really shooting for max payout. I know they say don't shoot, nigga. I don't give. I'm shooting for max payout, but with sense. Okay, so I'm moving to break even. We just hit our alert. Looks like gold might actually be dumping now. So we are up $130, as you can. Well, yeah, y'all can't see. Hold on. So we have 132. So I'm 4 days away from a payout. So I just need to close this motherfucker at 150, and I'll be good for 3 days. But obviously, that's not the type of trader I am. I'm waiting for shit to actually happen. So I'm moving my stop losses to break even. You're gonna see my buy stop shift. I'm gonna put it 5.3, but I'll put it at 5.1. We did 2.0. Damn, hold on. I stretch these candles out. 2.0. Damn. I don't want price to come and goddamn take me out of break even either. That'd be the only thing about moving stops to break even, man. Like it broke that low, but look at how price moving, bro. You know, I'm protecting my capital. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I am protecting. This is a funded account. Nigga, protect that fucking capital. Fuck what everybody talking about. Oh, if you move your stop loss to break even, that's not risk management. That's emotional trading. No, the fuck it isn't. In my personal opinion. In my personal opinion, moving your stop loss is proper risk management. It's not emotional trading. If you're moving it systematically, if you just move it, oh shit, I'm in suffer. Let me. Like as you can see, I waited for a price to break this low before I moved to break even, because anything can happen while price is still bouncing around in this area. So if you don't want to move your stop loss to break even, go all the way down and profit just to lose your money. You're fucking stupid at that point, if you ask me. So move to break even, bro. And even if you don't move it into profit, that's cool. Move that shit into break even, nigga. We up $160, bro. Oh damn, my buy stop is in the way. Shit. Yeah. I'll just put it up on the screen like this. If y'all can see it in the bottom right corner, you know. I could close this trade right now, and then I can be 3 days away from another payout, but that payout gonna be small as hell. So trying to capitalize. Look at gold printing, bro. Look at gold printing, bro. We gonna hold down to this low, unless we can find like another setup that I can enter in and scale in. I would enter here, but this looks like this wick might have already came back and touched this blue wick up here. I think this red wick touched this blue wick already. So there's no gap for me to be like, all right, let me. Now it can still play out, of course, and it might still play out because we still broke structure on this supply zone. We still broke this structure on this supply zone. So this would be a valid supply to enter. I just prefer mine with gaps. It's a higher probability. That's all. So what I'm gonna wait for is if I can wait for price to tap back into this zone, give a nice rejection. I might even do a limit order for like $200 or some shit. Okay, so this is, I'm gonna cook something up here real quick. Watch this. So 2.6. This is where my stop loss is, right? Okay. Oh no, where's my entry at? My entry was at 53. Okay. Stop loss. It's at 52.6. So my stop loss is at -$4. How is that even possible, nigga? My stop loss is probably because of commissions and shit. So that's cool. But let me see. If I was to drag my stop loss Because if this was like my new, whatchamacallit? Okay, that was plus $4. I'm tripping. So that was plus $4. So plus $32. So if my stop loss would, now my new stop loss would be $32. See, that's not even deep enough profit for me to be like, yeah, let me go ahead and scale in. I'm tripping. Well, let me move my, I'm tripping. Oh yeah, so my stop loss, if I entered here, stop loss would be $70, but it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, but you get the idea. The idea here is to scale in when you're already in profit, so you're not losing any more money. Because if you were to scale in while you're in drawdown, if you don't go into profit, you're cooked. But if you do go into profit, of course, then you'll be eating for sure. You'll be eating like a king. But that's a gamble. You're gambling at that point. So we have 200 bones for the day so far. I was really trying to make like 2 bands, but to make 2 bands, I'd have to put a lot of fucking risk on the table, and I'm not gonna do that. Only because my buffer is clapped right now. My buffer is still clapped. But I don't have any regrets on taking my money out. I took my payout. I got my money. I got my return. So now it's just back to trading like normal. I can't say that I am super excited to move my stop loss right now. I'm not. I low-key don't want to move my stop loss right now. So this is where the trading mentality has to kick in, because trading is about making decisions. So you can either decide to leave your shit at break even and leave hella money on the table and potentially come back and not make anything, or you can just trade your stop loss and make a little money on the way and be okay with the fact that you might make less than what you wanted to make, because it might go back and still hit your TP after stopping you out in profit. Happened to me multiple times last week, but I still made money on the week, so I was cool. But look how gold prints are, bro. I honestly think I can take it down to this low, because on a higher time frame, this is just a lower low, sorry, a lower high being made, and we're gonna break these lows to make a new lower low. Now, it could do a whole bunch of shit before it does that, but that's the idea here. Oh yeah, I already read that. I'm trying to see how I want to scale in on this. That'll actually make sense. If there was like a break and retest somewhere over here, I'd be like, alright, cool. But ain't even no break and retest. If I wanted to be real slick about it, where my alert was, where that break it at low, I could have just jumped into just some random contracts and just put my stop loss at break even on the first trade. That would have been the best way to go, honestly. Like, I gotta trail this, bro. Cause I'm the type of person, like, I don't like leaving money on the table. Like, I'll leave money on the table as long as I get some money off the table. I don't like leaving that shit at break even just to not hit anything at all. Now, if I move my stop loss up here and maybe take off $200 and it continues without me for my 500, I'm cool with leaving money on the table as long as I took some money off the table. But if you just leave everything on the table, now I feel like you're just being. I mean, everybody has their own way. Everybody got their own way. But there's no real structure for me to go off of to be like, yeah, let me move my stop loss. Unless I like move it up under this candle high, but this zone, this supply zone can still be respected. So I don't want to move it down there and get stopped out just for it to continue. Trying to be smart with this. And I'm also going to be ending the stream in like another, let's say 17 minutes or so. I mean, gotta head for work. All right, thank you for the stream. It was hella nice to learn about your strategy and hella dope. Talk to you. I'm gonna watch your stream once I get. I appreciate you, my G. Man, have a great day at work, man. Yeah, I'll be doing the same shit tomorrow morning, bro. Just take it easy. I appreciate you for stopping through, man. Cause I'm about to end the stream myself in like the next 20 minutes. It's gonna be same time tomorrow. Damn, should I be a G and just leave this shit at break even and just go about my day and hope it hits stop loss? Or should I just take some fucking money off the table? Walk away with nothing? Or was our TB at like $500? Something like that. Yeah, so $544. So either I walk away with nothing or for $500. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take that risk. Gold is looking super bearish right now, so shit, is we hitting TP or not? Huh? We hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? If anybody's still there, I'm just. Is we hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? Is we hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? I'm moving my stop loss. Fuck all that shit. We hitting TP or not? So 15 on the 5. We hitting TP or not? Is we hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? Is we hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? Is we hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? Is we hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? Is we hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? Is we hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? We hitting TP or not? I think I'm gonna just keep that break even, only because I have a good just feeling about this direction that we're going in to continue on the downside, but I don't want to hinder the progress or the potential by moving it into profit just yet. Honestly, we might be approaching an entry point for another entry. We gotta play this right though. I'm gonna keep the TP is definitely gonna be the same. Mm. Ah, shit. I'm trying to see what this wick is even like rejecting off of. Because he clearly broke through that zone right here. There's a big 4 hour, but we didn't break these highs here. Yeah, I rejected big time. But this shit just looks so damn embarrassed to me, bro. But that's cool. We'll just give it some time to play out. Going to end the stream in like 10 minutes. I probably won't end up scaling in at this point. I don't feel like risking any more capital. I'd rather just win this trade. Oh, let me see the 5. Even if I wanted to like enter on this, stop loss would be huge. It's not looking good. Yeah, but whatever the case is, I'm gonna just end the stream in 10 minutes, but I'll just manage my trade off camera. That's a big rejection. My wife's talking about something. Get up, it's time to move. No, it's not. Not yet. Yeah, my fault, y'all. I know it's a little quiet. Very soon I'm gonna start adding music to the streams. This is the first stream. We just leveling out. We gonna get everything set up to the T as time goes on. As time goes on. Honestly, I'm curious to see what ES ended up doing. Look at that. That shit did not play out. Cool. Let me see. I just like to look at other instruments. I mean, I'm already in a trade, so I mean, I'm not like looking to enter anything else. Oh. And I drew this supply zone, nigga, days ago. Daily, that's a 5-minute supply zone. But look how long. See, I don't like supply zones like that because look how long it took to get there. You just never know. But look at that. Look at the earning potential. It's gonna make a new lower low more than likely. Looks like with the liquidity sweep, boom. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting clapped on gold, y'all. This shit retracing all the way the fuck back. That's what I'm saying. Look at all that money just left on the table. But what I'm hoping for is just a re-entry. What I'm hoping is doing is just pulling back. It's a big ass fucking pullback, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can maximize our profit here. Draw my zone up. That's way too much. I probably have to like do something like this. 6. You know, just something slight. 246. So if I did something like this, right, I'd only be losing 160 for the day because this other trade is already at break even. 424. 424. Damn. It would be 9. Alright. I think my total positions would be 3.
Order filled.
Huh? Oh shit. Okay, I did the right thing. So My TP needs to change. 98.6. Okay, so I officially ended up scaling in off of this supply right here. Stop losses. New stop losses are all 05.4. All new TPs, 998.6, same TP. G 45.9. Interesting that that's where my entry is. That doesn't make any sense. That's cool. That's cool. My entry wasn't supposed to be down right there. It was supposed to be, I'm pretty sure I put my, whatever. But anyway. Actually looking crazy. But no harm, no foul. I mean, if I lose this trade, I'm just breaking even for the day. So that's how you maximize your profits. Because if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, I'm just break even. It's 9:30, so I'm gonna just let this trade play out. I'm gonna just keep y'all updated on my Instagram as far as how the trade goes. But I appreciate y'all for stopping through. If y'all did, catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.